All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I have to give all glory, all praises, and all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. And as always, peace and salutations to the whole elect and its Sasakas pushing truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yaraf from the Great Millstone branch, the Gary, Indiana camp, coming at you another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And want to open up with this Psalms 119 and 98. Spirit jumped on me to do this lesson, which speaks volume to this truth and how important it speaks volume how important this truth is and how powerful it is. But anyway, this is Psalms 119 and 98. Thou through thy commandments hast made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. And this truth has made us wiser than our enemies, because we have the true light. What the Lord likened this devil unto Lucifer. That word Lucifer, it goes into, light bearer. And it's ironic they call themselves the Illuminati and all that shit. Which means the light bearers, which these people don't have the true light. The true light comes from, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They have a false light with the world, but they want to proprietate themselves that they have the true light. But anyway, this truth has made us wiser than our enemies, man. Than Esau, the heathen, and these 2/3, man. And it shows that this truth is powerful because it got these devils operating, frantically, man. Don't think what we're doing is some small thing, man. No, this is big, man, in the spirit, man. And we see him because we're speaking the kingdom of heaven into existence. Read that again, Psalms 119 and 98. Thou through thy commandments have made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I'm going to read this NLT. Your commands make me wiser than my enemies, for they are a constant guide. And this truth, is made us wiser than our enemies. Because why? We can, through this word, it guides us in a dark world. We have a light in a dark world. So now we're able to see and avoid and call out the traps and the snares of this damn devil. What is the different philosophies, all the different lies. Because you remember this whole, the whole foundation of this devil's kingdom is built upon what? Lies. Rape, robbery, murder, and lies, man. And a country that's built upon lies, because eventually is going to fall. And the truth is what? It's exposing his ass, man. It's crumbling his kingdom. And the scriptures speak about that in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed. And he's being revealed right now because for years Esau has been able to operate through the spirit of secrecy and deceit and, behind closed doors. But now, he's been exposed, one, by the mouth of the prophet, and two, his own people are, as the scripture says in Psalm 64, he should make his own tongue fall upon themselves. Roughly paraphrased. So he got his own people, his own kind, bringing out a lot of wicked things these devils has been behind and what they're planning on doing, man. Which forcing this man to pretty much be more boldly and openly with it, man. And this devil, he's in straits because one, he wants to stop this truth, but he know the minute he makes that move, hey, the Lord's gonna lift up a standard on his ass. See, hey, we can't defeat this niggas carnally, man. The way we're gonna defeat this man is through the spirit. And right now he's being defeated by what? Through the fire, through the spirit of the Lord's mouth. As we're going to read, it says, read that again, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And who's the spirit of his mouth? The prophets. What it says real quick before we jump back, Luke. One and 68. Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. You know? And so the Lord's going to speak by what? His mouth of his prophets. And what they're going to be speaking, that we shall be saved from our enemies and from the hands of all that hate us, to perform mercy and promise to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us, that being delivered out of the hands of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him in all the days of our life, man. And and the Lord, through his the sacrifice of the lamb, the elect is covered. Now the elect that have this testimony, the book was unraveled, the seals was broken. Now the elect had this word to go prophesy, to throughout the four corners of the earth, and to prophesy ultimately the downfall of this damn devil's kingdom, man. And there ain't nothing this devil can do about it, man. 2 Thessalonians 2:8 again, it says, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Because eventually it's going to lead to the Lord coming back and destroying his ass ultimately, man. By the way of those nuclear missiles and lasers that's coming down from the chariots. And then ultimately, after the elect be crowned and receive the new bodies, we're going to come down and enslave the elites of this world. Because the elites are going to flee into the bunkers. The elites of these different nations, and especially Esau, particularly Amalek. You devils are going to be the first fruits of captivity, man. It says, verse 9, even him whose coming is at the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceitfulness of righteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved, man. And the 2/3 not going to be able to see this truth. The 2/3 going to be consumed. But the elect, Lord willing, we be of that number. They're going to overcome. So we're in a beautiful position to have this truth, man. What did the scriptures say, real quick? Wisdom. And we know how you attain wisdom. It's by what? The fear of the Lord. Ecclesiastes 9:18, and it reads, I'll start at 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. And wisdom is better than, physical strength, man. The Lord, he chosen the lowly and the weak things of, of this world to confound the wise things of this world, man. Because in the eyes of the world, when we're looked upon as weak, feeble, nothing to do, to be regarded. But the fact that the Lord raised up, particular men throughout the four corners of earth to teach this truth, without going to seminary school or, and confounding this devil, this shows the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And the Lord did that so no man can boast, man. It says, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. And our people are not hearing our words. Even think the powers that be hearing the words of the Lord. I mean, hearing the words. No, they're trying to stop it ultimately. That's why they're working on, signing legislations in place to get this, to stop this truth, in which we know this eventually is going to come, because it's prophesied to come. There's going to be what? A famine of the word. So even you doing that you fulfilling prophecy, because the scriptures say, well, you can't do nothing against the truth before it, man. Roughly paraphrasing. And the poor man's wisdom despised in this world. People don't, want to hear what the prophets have to say. People scoff and mock the prophets. But niggas will listen to a glass eye fool like Charleston White, because he make a couple quick valid points. In which he makes some valid points. Not a lot, but, sometimes he go. But Jake be quick to follow and listen to this clown. But when it comes to the prophets, they don't want to hear the word. They like to scoff, get a job, get a, all that, man. You know how these people act. Get a job, you bums, all that shit. But these same bums that these men that you like to call bums, gonna be the same ones you're gonna be looking for in the times to come, babe. But the Lord's gonna remove His prophets from the street corners. But anyway, it says, verse 17, the words of the wise men are heard and quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. It says, wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good. And wisdom is better than weapons of war, man. The scriptures say this real quick. I believe it's in 2 Corinthians 10:2. But I beseech you that you may be bold, that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence, wherewith I think to be bold against some which think of us as if we walk according to the flesh. Though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. But this is the point really. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. And that's what we're doing through this word. We're pulling down the strongholds. Once again, this devil's kingdom was built upon what? Lies, pseudoscience, deceit, deception, rape, robbery, murder. A kingdom like that eventually is going to come to naught. That's why the scriptures say in Job 20th chapter, it says what? The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment, man. Hey, he may flourish, but now, Esau, he flourished for a minute. And this devil came quick into power, man. The Renaissance, man, when you look at it, the spirit wasn't that long ago. So this devil, he rose into power quick, especially America, man. But the Lord's going to destroy his ass, man. That's why the scriptures say in Malachi, though, we should return and build the desolate places. Let's get that real quick before I come back to this. Malachi 1:2, I love you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and lay his mountains and his heritage, the mountains going to his government, his power, his power, his way of ruling and government. Hey, Lord finna lay that shit waste. It says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. And we already know what's going to come to America, man, after those thermonuclear fire, man, them desert creatures. It's prophesied to come after the destruction of Babylon the Great. And yes, you rats and right along with the rest of you, he's gonna get blown out the land of Israel, man, because you don't belong there. None of you. It says, whereas Edom say we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Hey, they came back into positions, during the Renaissance, man. And like I said, when you look at it, spirit and through the spirit, it wasn't that long ago. This man came into power very quickly, especially around the Industrial Revolution period, man. Esau, man. But look how much, from that point on, look how much the earth has changed. Look how polluted the earth has changed, man. It says, whereas Edom say we are in prize, but we return to build the desolate places, thus said the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I would throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever, man. And they're going to build, they're going to establish some, which Esau, he was able to build. When you look at America, man, Esau, he did his thing, but now it's over for you devils, man. And then we seeing the decline of this place, the rapid decline of Babylon, man. You know, just not just Babylon, but this devil's, grip on the earth. Cause a lot of people are waking up to all his lies and all his bullshit. Cause it was through his pseudoscience and through his witchcraft, he was able to fucking, pretty much control the world. But the Lord is bringing all that thing to naught, man. As we just read real quick, back in 2 Corinthians 10:4 again, it says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the pulling down the strongholds." When pulling down them strongholds of confusion. That govern, the different gods and the philosophy of this world that have been governing people's mind for years now are now being checked. Like one of the brothers said, $1 billion lies are now being confounded by this truth, man. By the poor man's wisdom. As the Lord said, what? I know thy poverty, but thou art rich. The scriptures say what? We have this truth in what? Earthen vessels. And the Lord, he set this thing up this way to show his power, man. If the Lord want to use renowned men of this world, he could easily have done that. He could easily gave the truth to a nigga, had Ice Cube, doing, bringing out the truth, using his influence and power to bring out this word. But no, the Lord, he set it up the way he said it. And it's working, man. And he got these devils and shook, man. That's why the scriptures say what? In Revelations, real quick. Straight to the point. Revelations 11:11, "And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them." These people are in great fear, man. Don't get it twisted, man. When you see these devils, man, these devils are panicking, man. And I'm not speaking of your everyday Jill and Brad and Ralph and Marty. No, I ain't speaking of them, We talking about these elites. The ones that's in the know. They're panicking, man. And you best believe the Lord plaguing their ass probably with visions, all kinds of shit the Lord plaguing these damn devils with, man. That's why the scriptures say what? Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Real quick. I'm going to jump back to this. 5:1, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no count of his labor." And that's what you're seeing, man. These devils have made no count of our labor. The many inventions, the many things that Jake has done for this country, and even throughout the world, man. Hey, these nations, they making money off America, but they forget how America was able to establish itself financially, man, by the blood, sweat, and tears of you tribes. So ultimately, all you heathens are benefit off our downfall. And that's why all you heathens are going to captivity. Even you wicked ass niggas, man, you 2/3. These black boulets, these guys, that help support this wicked infrastructure, hey, you going down as well. And Esau throwing y'all ass under the bus, as we seeing right now, man. That whole Diddy shit, which, a lot of that shit was, there's a lot of witchcraft going on with Esau. But the point being is the Lord exposing all you damn people, man. Scriptures say, well, everything that's being done, everything that's been done, done in the dark should be brought to light. Verse 2, "And when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all they look for," man. And they're in trouble, man. They're in great fear, as the scriptures say, man. These devils, man, they're panicking. Back in 2 Corinthians 10:5, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach." And that's what we're doing, man. We're casting down all these imaginations, man. This truth is literally is grinding everything to dust. You know, apostles was in the spirit to name, you know, the camp, Great Millstone, man. Because that's what we're doing in the spirit. We're grinding everything. We're grinding everything to dust, man. All these different philosophies, you know, all the different gods of this world that govern the world now is being brought to naught by the simple fact of this truth, man. You know? What does scripture say, what, in Hebrews 4 and 12? Let's get that real quick. Hebrews 4 and 12, and it says, "For this word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even the dividing sunder of the soul and spirit, and of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of thoughts and the intents of the heart," man. This truth is cutting and slicing everything down, man. Destroying shit. That's why you think Yahweh Shai think not. I come to send peace on the earth, but a sword, but a division, man. You know? So we got the best thing that's going for us, man. As long as we endure to the end. Let's go back to that Psalms 119 and 98. And I'm going to close out, Lord willing. Psalms 119 and 98. Read 99 and I'm reading 98 again. It says, "Thou through thy commandments hast made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts," man. Yeah, we know more, and this truth, we know more than, than anybody in this world, man. And as you grow in His faith, His truth, the Lord's reveal more things unto you. You know, because the scriptures do command us to study to show thyself approved. Not only we study about a lot of other things as well. You get into the truth, start learning more about your health, your herbs. Your Lord opens your understanding to a lot of things, man. And it's mighty because Esau used the things of this world to destroy us. Things that was meant to flourish life, So now, through this word, the Lord is teaching us through the Spirit how to combat this damn devil, man. And he's pissed. The witchcraft can't work on the elect. That's why the scriptures say what? And it shall come to Isaiah 10 and 20, it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. And the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power," man. So the remnant is no longer going to trust in this damn devil, man, and what he got to offer, man. Because why? This devil is proving he's not to be trusted. As the scriptures say, never trust thy enemies, man. He's an untrustworthy fellow, man. And the Lord's ready to take his ass out right along with the rest of these damn people, man. It says, "For the Lord," it says, "For though," verse 22, "For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness." Say the remnant is going to return unto the Lord, man. So I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to make this video too long. I pray it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to give all glory, all praises, and all honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Gakudash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do well. And as always, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and the Sensakas pushes truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.